Imagine the shock of arising one morning to discover over $100 million has vanished from your coffers. This was no hypothetical nightmare, but a stark reality for Bangladesh Bank in February of 2016. In the shadowy depths of cyberspace, an audacious heist was unfolding. The culprits, an elite band of hackers known as the Lazarus Group, were executing a meticulously orchestrated plan. Their origins traced back to the reclusive nation of North Korea, a country renowned for its state-sponsored cyber warfare. In less than half a day, they successfully siphoned $101 million from the Federal Reserve Bank of New York. Swift, silent, and leaving no trace, they pulled off the biggest bank heist in history. This wasn't a classic smash-and-grab operation. It was a sophisticated cybercrime, exploiting the very architecture of our global financial systems. The audacity of the theft was only matched by its scale. The world had never seen anything quite like it. Imagine orchestrating a crime of such magnitude. The planning, the precision, the audacity of it all. The Lazarus Group, North Korea's state-sponsored hacking squad, proved to be more than just your average cyber criminals. Their meticulous planning and execution of the Bangladesh bank heist were nothing short of masterful. The heist was a game of deception. They posed as ordinary IT staff, the unsung heroes of any organization. With a few well-placed words and clever phishing attacks, they wormed their way into the bank's networks. It was a digital Trojan horse, a wolf in sheep's clothing, and the bank was none the wiser. Once inside, they went to work. They spied, they stole credentials, they installed malware. It was a dance of deception and evasion, of hide and seek in the bank's digital labyrinth, and they were winning. The bank's defences were no match for their cunning. Their malware, custom-built for this operation, was designed to hide their tracks. It was their digital invisibility cloak, making them ghosts in the machine. They moved undetected, pulling strings and manipulating systems. All the while, the bank continued its operations, oblivious to the silent storm brewing within their walls. And then, when the time was ripe, they struck. With the precision of a military operation, they sent fake money transfer orders via the SWIFT global payment network. Millions flowed from Bangladesh to accounts across Asia like a torrential digital river. It was a symphony of deception and theft, played to perfection. But they weren't content with just stealing. They wanted to vanish without a trace. So they wiped their tracks clean, erased every shred of evidence. And just like that, they disappeared. The heist was over, the damage was done, and the bank was left reeling, trying to piece together the remnants of a crime most perfect. Their plan was daring, audacious, and executed with a precision that would make a Swiss watchmaker envious. It was, in a word, perfect. The perfect plan for the perfect crime. A crime that would go down in history as one of the most daring and profitable cyber heists ever pulled off. Imagine the aftermath of such an audacious heist. The fallout was nothing short of seismic. The shockwaves reverberated through Bangladesh's finance sector, tarnishing its reputation. The financial landscape of the nation was marred, with trust in the system taking a significant hit. The people's faith in the security of their assets was shattered, and the nation's economic stability was called into question. The fallout didn't stop with the public, it seeped into the very infrastructure of Bangladesh Bank. The top brass of the bank, once the stalwarts of financial security, were forced to tender their resignations. In the wake of the scandal, the bank's leadership found itself in a precarious position, its credibility severely compromised. But the biggest casualty of this cyber onslaught was the SWIFT system itself. The very backbone of the global banking system, SWIFT, was revealed to have glaring security flaws. This trusted network, on which the world's banks relied, had been breached with alarming ease. The revelation sent shockwaves through the financial world, prompting urgent calls for reform. As the dust began to settle, the spotlight turned towards finding the culprits. Investigations were launched, tracing the hack back to its source. The breadcrumbs led to the Lazarus Group, North Korea's infamous state-sponsored hacking squad. Lazarus Group, a name synonymous with some of the most devastating cybercrimes in history. had struck again. Their involvement hinted at a chilling possibility: state sponsorship. The question lingered: why would North Korea target a small bank in Bangladesh? Some experts believe that the heist was a scheme to bypass international sanctions, a way to fund their nuclear missile programs and keep the regime afloat. A rogue state had turned to cybercrime to finance its own weapons of mass destruction. The fallout from the heist was immense, far-reaching, and continues to be felt even now. A small bank in Bangladesh, a group of audacious hackers, and a heist that shook the world. The echoes of this audacious cybercrime still resonate, a chilling reminder of the vulnerabilities in our global financial system. So why would North Korea set its sights on a small bank in Bangladesh? The answer might lay in the regime's desperate need for cash. Facing crippling international sanctions, North Korea was effectively cut off from the global financial system. Some experts speculate that this audacious heist was a scheme to bypass those sanctions and fund the regime's nuclear missile programs, a rogue state resorting to cybercrime to finance its weapons of mass destruction. A chilling thought, isn't it? In many ways, the heist was the perfect crime. The thieves got away without a hitch, with over $100 million in stolen loot. Like artful dodgers, they vanished into the digital ether, leaving no trace of their heinous act. The SWIFT system, which was thought to be invincible, had been breached. The credibility of the global financial system had taken a severe blow. Yet, despite the enormity of the crime, there were no arrests, no trials, no convictions. The hackers, believed to be from the Lazarus Group, disappeared as swiftly as they had struck. The stolen money was laundered through casinos in the Philippines and Sri Lanka, leaving no trace to follow. The perfect crime, executed with chilling precision and audacity. As we look back, the Bangladesh bank heist stands out as one of history's most daring and profitable cyber heists. It serves as a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities of our interconnected world. A world where borders are blurred, where crime is no longer bound by geography, and where a small band of hackers halfway across the globe can rob a bank without setting foot inside. In the end, the perfect crime isn't the one where the thieves get away with the loot. It's the one where they change the rules of the game entirely. And in that regard, the Bangladesh bank heist was indeed the perfect crime. A crime that shook the world, exposed the fragility of our financial systems, and sent a shiver down the spine of every banking executive around the globe.